Hey guys, we're going to talk about scales. Scales are one of the most important parts of music theory. They're basically collections of notes to draw from for a piece. Using all 12 notes tends to sound chaotic and messy, and while sometimes that's what we want, restricting ourselves with scales allows us to evoke more specific emotions and sounds. There are many scales out there, and we'll be talking about a lot of them eventually, but for now I want to focus on two: the major scale and the minor scale. If you remember the interval video, you'll remember there were mostly three types of intervals: major, minor, and perfect. So the major scale is simple. We pick a root, also called a tonic, then take each note that's a major or perfect interval above that note. So if we make our tonic C, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then the octave C. The minor scale is a little trickier. You might think we'd take all the minor and perfect intervals, and that's close. But for various reasons, it sounds better if we still use the major second. So for natural minor, we use the major second, minor third, the perfect fourth and fifth, and then the minor sixth and seventh. So from C again, we have C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, and then C. Another way to look at this is as a major scale with flat third, sixth, and seventh degrees. Now what we call a key is a combination of two things. It's the tonic of your scale plus the type of scale you're using. So C major, for instance, is a major scale played with tonic C. E minor is a minor scale with tonic E. C major is the same scale as F major, but it has different notes, so it's a different key. We refer to notes in a key as diatonic, while notes outside the key are obviously non-diatonic. So let's take a look at a melody in C major. And as I said, you can build a scale from any note, so let's try the same melody but with a different tonic. Let's say G. This results in raising every note in the melody up a perfect fifth. This process of taking a melody and moving it to a different key is called transposition. In this case, we transposed up a perfect fifth. But look at that notation. You see all those F sharps in there? We're playing in G major, so F natural isn't even diatonic. We'll probably never play it. What we do in that case, so we don't have to write the sharp in front of every F, is we just put it in what's called the key signature. This is written before the time signature and contains the accidentals for the notes in the key. So for G, we would put a sharp on the line for F to make it F sharp throughout the piece. If we do need to play an F natural, we can always use the natural accidental. These key signatures can range anywhere from small ones like G major or F major to crazy ones like C sharp major or C flat major. Note that the key signature for C major is empty. A handy trick for memorizing key signatures is a tool called the circle of fifths. You may have noticed earlier when we transposed up a perfect fifth, we added one sharp to the key signature. This relationship is always true. Going up a perfect fifth adds a sharp, while going down a perfect fifth adds a flat. So since we know the key signature for C is empty, we can figure out how many sharps or flats are in a key by seeing how many fifths you have to go up or down to get there from C. You can arrange these results in a circle like so. You can also memorize the letters on each side, although you'll have to remember where the accidentals start. On the sharp side, the order is G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, which you can remember with the mnemonic grappling, dodging, and evasion befit fighting cats. The flat side is F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and C flat, with the mnemonic 40 baby elephants ate dozens of gummy critters. As a side note, these scales are why there's only a half step in between B and C and between E and F. Because our most common scales have 7 notes, and it's useful to make it so that each note in the key has its own unique letter, we crammed in a 7th letter. We removed those 2 half steps to make it so that C major was the key with no accidentals. And that's scales. Check out our next video on chords, and keep on rockin'.